Yeah. Welcome to the place where the truth gets checked. We're incorrectly correct, let's break it down. Question what you know, turn it all around. Different point of view, let's connect the dots. Sometimes what seems wrong is right on the spot. This is incorrectly correct, where perspective changes everything. Let's get into it.
Yes. We are here, man. Another episode. Welcome back to Incorrectly Correct. Another week. Hey, look, man. Today we got one of them ones, man. I'm gonna give him this intro. Y'all check this out, because, man. So since 2016, he's been building his name from the ground up in Las Vegas. I've seen it. Transforming a pair of clippers into a thriving business. He's the owner of his own private barber studio, right? Earning the trust of celebrities, professional athletes, and entertainers like NBA champion Steven Jackson, Sean Livingston, recently OG Anunoby, UFC champion Jose Aldo Jr., platinum selling artist, world-renowned actor, and overall amazing entertainer Bow Wow. That's just to name a few. But we got him here not to talk about how amazing of a barber he is, man. We're here to dissect his mindset. We're talking ownership, discipline, entrepreneurship, investing, financial literacy, and why building wealth means creating multiple streams of opportunity. From growing his own business independently and being well-versed in cryptocurrency. Hey, look, he the first person I've ever heard speak about Bitcoin. I'm just going to keep that real. And long-term financial freedom. So if you ever wonder how to turn a skill into a business into a brand into lasting wealth, look, listen and learn from this man today. Please welcome Rodney Butta Elliott. What up, boy?
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you stopping by, man. This is gonna be a good one, boy.
For sure. Look, I don't even really be doing these type joints, but like, I was telling my girl, I was like, nah, I'm like, this is my dog. I was like, when I was like trying to come up, like when I was building my clients up, like I would come to work and I'd be tired as hell, but you always looked out. You be like, nah, go ahead and get a little 45-minute nap. I got you.
Man,
I'm gonna watch the front.
that was an easy call. I'm gonna tell you why, man. Because I saw it. You know what I mean? I remember when I first found out that you cut hair. I'm like, oh, for real? Man, this man you showed me your early Instagram pictures, your before and afters. I don't know if you remember me saying this to you. I said, hey, how you do that? And you was like, what you mean? I was like, man, you turned this dude handsome.
Nah, I remember, like I was saying, I was telling my girl, like, I was like, nah, he was showing love from day one. So I was like, I got to do his shit.
Man, and this is how I knew you were official. Because a lot of people, they put their before and afters and everything, but this is how I knew you was official. Because I was asking you questions about that dude. I'm like, man, like, you turned that to that, man. And he was like, I'm going to be real. You told me. You said that dude came to you and just wanted a lineup because he was supposed to go to an interview. And you was like, nah, we ain't doing no lineup. I'm going to hook you up. He had an afro, and it was by all accounts, it was fucked up. You was
Man,
like,
I know exactly who you talking about.
yeah.
It was like this light-skinned bulldog head.
See,
Like,
look.
dude, like...
Exactly. I'm like, man, but the fact that you told him, like, no, we not lining this up. You going for an interview, we cutting that. That's what barbers do. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you what's good for you. You like, they know what they're doing. I know how to do this, man. You're not about to tell me how I'm gonna cut. No, you're cutting all this shit off if you want this job. They're not gonna accept that, man. And that's what we miss when it comes to the barber world, man. And you one of the ones, man.
Yeah, no, I definitely remember that. That's crazy.
Man. All right, so look, one of the first questions I always ask: do you know who you are? And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean like we all experience life in different ways, and we become who we are, and we become who we're going to always be. Right?
Mm.
Have you reached that point in your life to be like, oh, I know exactly who I am?
Um, yeah, but very like recently though, like not like
Really?
it hasn't always been like that. Like
Nice.
my focus in different periods of my life. I had different focuses for different periods of my life.
Hmm.
So like when you met me, I think my what I was in, like I was trying to accomplish at that time was trying to like overcome fear. And the fear was basically just jumping off of the boat of like just working for somebody, having a job,
Hmm.
something secure, but also something that doesn't allow me to prosper in the way that I was trying to prosper at the time.
Right.
So
Oh,
I
nice.
think at that period I was more focused on that. And then it got, I was like I was focused on the money because, like, shit, at the time, that was the most money I was making. So, like, that was something that was, like, what I'm saying, new to me or whatever. Then
Mhm.
I had to, like, focus on, uh, like maintaining it. You know what I'm saying? Making sure it wasn't no, like, no like, I was no one hit wonder kind of thing.
Oh
And,
man.
th- and then it was like, I had a period of, like, realizing like, damn, you know what? Like, I'm getting older and I'm may not have this same kind of energy and love for this game that I have now in the future. So I need to start like, you know what I'm saying? Not setting up an exit, but like starting to like, you know what I'm saying, educate myself far as like how can I make this stuff last? Like how can I invest and like um and just how could I just make sure the older version of myself is well taken care of before I even become that person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's deep.
So
Okay.
after yeah, so like after that, then that's when I started to like, cause I haven't mastered that all that yet. Like I'm still like learning that and still investing and still I'm gonna always forever invest, but like I'm pretty confident in that area now. So once I got confident in that area, like now it's really coming back to like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I did these things, I overcame this. Now, let me make sure I know exactly who I am and what I want out of life and make sure that I align with that. But like those are things that came later on. Like so like to answer your question in short, like I do, but I recently just learned who I was type thing.
Hey, look, man, a lot of people still haven't reached that. You know?
Yeah, no, it's something that you have to like intentionally do. It's not something that you
Yes.
can just like, you know what I'm saying, just wake up and go to work and just ignore that and just still find out who you are. Like I don't really think it worked like that.
Right. So, do you know what elements, like what life experiences created you? Like all the little things mixed in a pot that just became this recipe of butter.
Um, I feel like some of it is you know what I'm saying, like my environment. I think some of it is the type of people I've been around
Okay.
or the people I looked up to. And then the other part of it, I think some of it was naturally just like innate, like it was just something that was already in me.
Mm.
So I feel like it was a mixture of those three things.
Okay, because that leads to my next question. Because I wanted to know, have you always been this like ambitious and entrepreneurial? Like,
Yeah, low key, I have. That's what I'm saying. Like, 'cause I can remember back as far as like I want to say like third, fourth grade. Like I was already like raking people leaves and like knocking on their door trying to take their trash out to get a couple dollars and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that hustle and then like even shoveling people's driveways and stuff like that. Like that hustle always I never was too good for that. Like so yeah, that was early as like 8, 9 years
okay,
like hustler spirit. Couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like I knew I could ask my mom and dad for money and stuff, but it's like at some point you kind of like I just want to do this on my own kind of thing, and I know what to do. Like I can take somebody's trash out or wash their car or whatever the case may be. I was like, no, I can do this on my own.
I love that, man, because like you just said the key thing, like I know what I could do. So you wasn't trying to go overboard to get a dollar. He's like, I'm gonna stay within where I know I can handle this, and this is what I'm gonna charge you to do. Like I love
Nah,
that.
for
Knowing that
sure.
as young is awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you know that I don't know what to call it? Like because I'm gonna say this real quick as sidebar.
Hmm.
I've always been infatuated with different cultures that I'm not a part of, if that make any sense. So knowing somebody who's a is a the barber, I know that that's a whole world. Do y'all call it barbering? What do y'all call it?
Uh, yeah, I would say barbering.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
barbering. Yeah.
when did you know that was a passion of yours?
When did I know it was a passion? I want to say like early in the high school years, like maybe like ninth, 10th grade type thing.
Oh,
Cause
for real?
I had a little brother, right? So my little brother, I used to like practice on him. I would give him like a little dark season, a lineup or whatever. And I used to take pictures, and I wish I still had some of those pictures and stuff, but I kind of don't. But
Okay.
like, I used to cut my little brother's head, and my mom and dad, they were foster parents. So like we would get like little kids, little boys that would come stay with us for a little bit or whatever, and they was not like kept up that good. Like they shoes would be dirty, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they might not had a haircut in a couple months or whatever. So like I would take it upon myself to like give them fresh haircuts or like to make I was practicing on them, but I was helping them as well. Like I was trying to
Yeah.
like make them feel better and look better type thing.
Oh, that's
And the way
fly.
Yeah, and the way I would do that was to give him a haircut or whatever. So I was practicing cutting hair since like at least like ninth grade. Now
Damn.
I wasn't like giving out like fades and tapers and all like that. It was really just one cut, like just all even in the lineup kind of thing.
Damn, but I
But
mean, think about that. Like to know that at what's that, 14, 15?
yeah, I was like pretty much 14, 15.
Man, like look, I'm gonna practice on my
But
brother. I'm gonna hook up these foster children that come through, make them look right. See, you
yeah.
already had that, man. That same thing that I was like, oh, he one of the ones. Dang, you had that at 15. That's awesome.
But it was at that time though, it was just like an interest. Like it was just something that like it was like it made me I was curious of it. Like
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like I would see
okay.
my dad get haircuts, and then I would get haircuts, and I would see other people get haircuts, and I just used to be like, that is so cool to me. Like how someone like could like do all of that with like some clippers. Like they could like you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
turn your whole look around or make you feel better or just the artistic aesthetic of the haircut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like
Yes.
certain barbers got certain styles and stuff like that. Like those little things like I would pay attention to. Like I always was like uh I was always like amazed by like a crispy hairline. Which
Man.
a lot of people would probably say that's probably the number one that's probably one of the areas I'm strongest in. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody would say they probably would notice my hairline, my lineups before they would notice like a fade. Even though my fades are cool, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like they notice
Look
the
at this
lineups a little
guy
bit
being
more.
humble. My
But
face is
that
cool.
comes from just like you know what I'm saying? Me just obsessively just paying attention to people's hairlines. I don't even know why I did, but
Hey, look, man, you've man, you've helped me get a whole lot of left and right head turns at stoplights, grocery stores, wherever I'm at. Like, God dang.
no,
Yo,
for sure.
man. Okay. Now, what's something that goes on in that culture that we aren't aware of? Like, I'm gonna say this is what I mean. When we think of stuff like the basketball culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things of that culture that the average person just don't know. Like you make it, take it. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, this is street ball, so we ain't calling that. This ain't the league, or it's always different things in different cultures. What goes on in the barber culture that we're not aware of?
I don't. I think y'all are aware of the things that happen, but y'all just don't think that it happens in barber culture, maybe. But like, it's political. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
it's people out here that's like claiming that their shop is the best barber shop in Las Vegas, and I'm just like, to who? Like, I mean, who? I'm like, who have we asked this to? Like, you can't ask yourself.
Okay, yeah,
Like, do you have
see.
the best barber shop in Las
Right. I
Vegas?
wasn't trying to get too messy, but I'm like, is there like be rifts between barbers or do you all appreciate each other's skill?
Man, no, yeah, it's a man. Look, barbers be hating on barbers.
That's crazy.
Owners be hating on barbers. Barbers be hating on owners. You know what I'm saying? Like it just be a lot. Like it just be a lot. Like for real. Like it's really just. I hate to say it, but a lot of barbers act like women. Like in the sense of
Ooh,
like being competitive and like catty for no reason. Like you can be competitive, but when you start throwing the catty stuff on top of it, it started
right.
looking like.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's one of the reasons I prefer to work by myself because it's like I'm not really. I just enjoy cutting hair. Like, of course, I'm gonna make my money, but I'm just like I enjoy cutting hair and I enjoy cutting it in the type of environment that I like to cut in, which is a peaceful, laid back, chill environment. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
might just want to cut clients all day to Larry June and just you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
give all my clients like an apple and a water or something like that. I don't want to really be surrounded by people who still arguing about Jordan and LeBron and is the Cowboys gonna beat the New York Giants? Is we like those things is cool, but I think those things take conversation to a emotional place, and I wanted to stay into like an intellectual place. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't wanna keep arguing about like dumb stuff. I'd rather us talk about something progressive. Like, so like in my shop, we most of the time we talking about like finances and stuff like that. We talking about real stuff that we can use to like better our lives and better our family and our homes and stuff like
That's
that.
right.
Like,
That's right.
so
Look.
yeah, I try to stay away from the caddy stuff, but like it's a lot of like, hey, it's a lot to me. It's a lot of things that are outdated and old fashioned that some barbers haven't like older barbers. I don't think they realize like things change. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they kind of like resist the change a lot, and the people that don't resist the change, they look at them and call them people like artists. Like they be like, that's not a barber, or
Mm.
even people that may or may not have a barber's license. Like if you, to me personally, I feel like if you cut hair and you passionate about that joint and you make money from time to time from it, you're a barber. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like to other people, they look at it like, okay, do you have a barber's license? Do you know how to do the 12-point shave and
See,
all this
that's
other stuff?
yeah.
Like, do you know how to do finger over comb and all that? Like, if you don't know how to do all that, they consider you like you just cut hair. But I'm just like, bro, like
See, that's
they have the same passion that you have. You just have a piece of paper backing that passion. Like, and they may
right.
not be in a circumstance right now where they can do it, or they might not see the value in it because they actually making more money than you probably making.
Mm. See,
You know what I'm
that's what I
saying?
was
But
speaking on. Like just that right there, the 12 point, the finger, like that's what I mean by the culture that we're not aware of. Because like average people do not know what you mean when you say that.
yeah,
Now, being because I don't know if y'all heard him say this when he said Jones, like being from Philly, like what was it that brought you to Las Vegas?
uh, what brought me out to Las Vegas? I would say it was just change at that time. Like I was in Philly, I was a new barber out there. I probably was like 2 years in when I was out there, and my cousin that I was close to, he had moved out to Vegas, so he had his dad lived out here.
Okay.
Um, so he had moved out here for a job or whatever, and since that was like my closest cousin, like I would come visit, and that's how I got introduced to Las Vegas.
Okay.
So I came out here probably like 2, 3 times, and my cousin was like, "Man, you know it ain't no barbers out here. Like it ain't like it wouldn't be no competition out here if you moved out here."
Mm.
And at the time, like I was kind of younger, so I was kind of like on some like arrogant minded type stuff. Like I would my actions wasn't arrogant, but my mindset kind of was because I believe wholeheartedly like Philadelphia's barbers were better than Las Vegas barbers. And I was like, if I could hold my own out here in Philadelphia, I was like, I should be able to like
Kick ass.
excel or you know what I'm saying, or do better than average out there
Yeah.
out in Las Vegas. So like once my cousin suggested it to me, I was just like, man, I was like, I really don't have nothing holding me back out here. I was like, and at the time, I kind of felt stuck. Like I felt like I just wasn't going to progress into the version of myself that I saw I could be in my head. But I mean, I'm sure I would have figured it out if I would have stayed. But I'm definitely glad I moved to Las Vegas because Las Vegas showed me love.
Man,
Like, for
boy, cornered the market. You know what I'm saying?
not
Yes,
quite,
sir.
but I definitely carved out a nice little spot for me, like out here for sure. Like,
Man, because I'm gonna say this. I remember when you was like, man, I mean, because I'm like, man, won't you just do this full time? Like, what you sitting here at this job for? You can come up. And you was talking about like you really don't want to pay rent and no barber space, and you kind of went. I'm like, well, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with doing it at your crib.
yeah.
And man,
And also, let me go back to because I left it out. I said it was a 12-point stroke, shaving stroke. It's actually 14, but
okay. So hold on, break that
I was
down.
just using I was
What are
just
the
making
points?
up stuff.
What are the points? The 14 point, or what did that actually mean?
It's a 14 stroke shave. So basically, it's just like how you would shave somebody after you lather them up and do like the hot towel on their face and everything. So it just
Oh,
show you what direction of shaving. It's not nothing crazy, but it's one of the things that you have to take to get your barber's license.
okay. Now I
I don't know
remember
why I said 12, but I meant to say 14. You know,
14.
I just said, yeah, but it's
So
14 strokes.
each point is like each step that you're taking.
Yep,
Okay,
yep. To get a clean shave. Yep.
got it. Okay, man, I remember I came to get my first cut from
Hmm.
you, and you was all like, all right, man, let's go to the sink. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the
The
wash.
washing, man, I've never experienced that with
Yeah,
any
that
any haircut. I was like, oh,
that.
this dude different. I was telling everybody like, hey, yo, y'all might want to come up with this dude, man.
Right, like
Different,
this nigga wash your hair. Like y'all gotta
man.
try.
Where did that come
But yeah,
from? You've always done that?
that's not that's some Philly stuff. Like in Philly, like
Wow.
that's a big thing. Like to get your hair washed before your haircut, like is to like basically add and what's the word I want to use? It's just like an extra level to the pampering of a haircut, but it also gives you a better quality haircut and a haircut that lasts longer. When her hair is kind of like oily or greasy or dirty or whatever,
Right.
it changes the quality of the cut for sure.
How about that? Because
Yeah.
I'm so used to it. Don't matter if I came back from hooping, I probably had a stank head and they'd just sit and cut me, man. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most
Wow.
barbers would. Back then, for sure, most barbers was definitely not washing your joint. Now, due to like Instagram and what I'm saying, people trying to get noticed and trying to make they service stand out from the next barbers. Like most barbers added that service now of like washing somebody's hair, but
Man,
it wasn't always like that. It's
man,
still you can still go to a barbershop and they not thinking about washing your hair.
that's true. And I want to put this on record. I've been growing my hair since 2017.
Damn, for real. Damn.
Yeah, and I remember because I'm about to get somewhere. I remember seeing the picture of you and your shit was long. I'm like, how the fuck? Like, what am I doing wrong? How he get it
Uh,
that long and I've been growing it since then? But I'm only saying that to say this. The last time you cut my hair was the last time I sat in a barber chair.
damn, for real.
This is no lie. I
Yeah, that's
won't let
crazy.
nobody touch my hair, man. I'm not even playing. Like people, I want you to get the line. I'm like, well, my line pretty cool, and I don't even care about being. You know how everybody do get the crispy and the braids and all this. Like I don't really care for
Yeah,
that. But it had a lot. it have a lot to do with. Nah, ain't nobody else touching my fucking head, man. Like that's
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That's
man,
love, though.
man. I'm telling you, I'm like nobody is touching my hair besides this dude. It just ain't
Yeah,
happening.
nah,
All
yeah,
right,
nah,
so
that's
look,
love.
what was the spark, man? Like, like that geared you towards creating your own path. Like when you not just saying, I'm gonna do this and I don't want to work for nobody. I mean, that might have been a spark, but to say, man, this is the plan and I'm gonna execute it. Like what sparked that?
Shit, my man JD. My
Okay.
man JD out here. He a barber out here. He was like paying attention to like, oh, we got a mutual friend, my homie Day Day or whatever. I used to play basketball with him
Okay.
at Desert Breeze Park or whatever. But he also was friends with JD. I think they went to like high school together or whatever. So like I would be talking to him and I'd be showing him my barber work or whatever, and he was just like, "Man, you remind me of my homie JD." He's like, "Yo, check his stuff out." So I'm checking his stuff out. I'm like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "He kind of cool. Like I like his cuts." So he was like, "Yeah, y'all gotta introduce you." He's like, "I'm gonna introduce you to him or whatever." So I think I ended up following JD on like Facebook and like Instagram or something at the time. And then we would just like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, we would give each other the head nod, like, "I see you, like your work nice," and he'd be like, "Nah, I see you, like your stuff getting nice too." Like, so one time JD was like, "Yo, you should just pull up to my shop, like let's like rap a little bit or whatever, talk a little bit." So I'm like, "All right, I'm free." So I'm like, "All right, I'll pull up." So JD had like a setup like a current setup like how I got. Like he had a little studio back then.
Mm-hmm.
He had turned it into a nice little spot. He was cutting out of it. You know what I'm saying? He was running that joint real smooth and he was telling me how much money he was getting and everything. And I'm just like, this was back then. I was like, you getting I ain't gonna put his numbers out there,
No, no,
but
no.
yeah, like well matter of fact, you probably ain't tripping. Back then, back then he was telling me he was like, yeah, I'm making like 8,000 a month. And at that time, I was
Oh
just
man,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, how? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is back in like 2015. He was making like 8,000 a month. I'm like, bro, how are you doing that? Like, I was like, I don't even think I seen a month over 3,000. Like, and he like, man, look, I'm cutting this many people. I'm charging this. I'm doing that. He's like, this is what it's coming. He's like, I just pay my little rent here, and I'm like, yo, like, and then I'm seeing it as he's saying it, like I'm seeing people come in, I'm seeing them cutting their hair. I'm like, oh yeah, he's not lying. Like,
Right.
I'm like, so he was the one that gave me the like, okay, like he got his own personal setup. He doing good. He ain't relying on nobody. He ain't hating on nobody. He don't. I was like, I like that. I was like, I want that for me. So
Okay.
he became like my like Las Vegas blueprint on how to like, you know what I'm saying, carry it out.
Nice. Because I remember, pulling up to your apartment and then the next time I called, you was like, "Hey, nah, the address is this," and I'm like, "Oh, did he move?" And whenever I got there, you was like, "Nah, this is a whole nother spot for cutting hair." I said, "Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here!" I was so hyped, bruh. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I went and told Q. I was like, "This nigga Rodney killing it, man. This nigga got his own apartment for cutting hair." And he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I gotta pull up." I don't know if you still cut him, but
Yeah, I just cut Q probably like maybe like a month ago.
yeah,
But Q my
okay,
man.
awesome.
Yeah. Maybe
Man,
like
I
a
was
month,
telling
maybe a month
him
and a half.
like this dude is killing the game right now. He ain't even cutting out of his own crib. He got his own spot now. Man, I was
Yeah.
geeked up for you, man, because I remember you like working
Yeah,
that punk
I was
ass
cutting out the
hotel
crib.
job.
Yeah, I was cutting out the crib. Y'all getting
Man,
haircuts. It smell like bacon and eggs in
yeah.
there. Like
I was like, I know he probably tired of people pulling up, man. This is his
man,
place of peace. And
nah, look, I'm gonna tell you a story too. Like, cause all right, so what initiated the split? I was like, all right, yeah, I got it. I was like, this shit is crazy now. I was like, I can't do this. I had a client come over, get a haircut, and this is when I was in San Croix apartment. Well, yeah, the apartments you used to come
yeah,
to, San Croix over there. So I cut his hair, and it was time to pay. So he like, all right, like I left my money in my car. Like I'm just gonna go run to my car real quick, and I'm gonna go get bring you the money. I'm like, all right, for sure. So he go outside, And next thing I know, I hear all kind of police sirens and
Oh,
SWAT and just hearing like cops like, get out, get out. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, what's going on? So I go outside. They got my client that I just cut, like they got him laid out on the floor.
oh,
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, what's going on? They like, they been looking for him. I don't know what the crime was, but it was as many cops as it was out there. Like he was on the run. Like that wasn't
yeah,
no. I don't know if they must have been tracking him or what, but yeah, like after that
yeah,
situation, I was like, yeah, after that situation, I'm like, look, I was like, I don't know who these, excuse my language, I was like, I don't know who these niggas is. I was like,
y'all niggas
they
ain't
can't be
coming here
coming.
no more.
Yeah, I was like, y'all can't come to the crib no more. I gotta get another spot. Like, I was like, this is absurd. Y'all
Oh,
niggas
that's
on.
crazy.
I'm like, y'all on America Most Wanted and whatnot, and I'm just allowing y'all niggas to come in the crib. Like, I'm like, yeah, nah, that's over with.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Hell, damn, that's wild. Get this shit up out of my area. Okay, so look, give us some of those like those nightmares, like some barber nightmares outside of that one, because that sounds horrific.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Let me think. I wouldn't say I had no barber nightmares. I ain't gonna lie. I done had some little hiccups and stuff like that where I done had like let me think. I didn't have people similar to that situation that I just had. They was on some like, yo, I left my money in my car, like I'm gonna run in my car real quick, grab that, I'm gonna come pay you. And I'll be like, all right, go ahead. And then they'll just go in their car and leave.
Oh,
Like, yeah, I didn't
okay,
have some little petty shit like that.
okay.
But and then also too, like I feel I'm embarrassed about this one, but this happened last year, right? I had a client, he was like, I was cutting him for like a nice little minute, like a nice little 2 years or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, I guess he fell on hard times or something like that. And he had came and got a cut, but he had used his credit card or whatever, and then he ended up calling the credit card company and saying like, "No, that was fraud. Like I ain't do that."
Oh,
So they ended up taking the money out my account, but when they took the money out my account, they also told me like who was calling this in. So I'm like, so I hit him up like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like, I'm like, "Why are you doing chargebacks on a haircut that you know you got?" And he like, "Oh, I didn't know that's what happened." He's like, "I gotta talk to my wife. Maybe she did it." I'm like, "No, the email is telling me you did it." I'm like, "No, the email saying you did it, bro." Like, I was like, "I need my money." Like, they took that joint out my account. So he like, yeah, I'm gonna just bring it to you. Matter of fact, I let me call him first. I'm like, bro, fuck the call shit. Like he's talking about he on some like, let me call the bank and let me call my grandmama and let me call my uncle and then let me call Walmart. Like he's trying to like deflect and all this other stuff. I'm like, bro, bring my money to the shop, bro. And then I ain't gonna lie, that joint escalated to the point where I was trying to fight the nigga and shit over
oh
like 50
no.
over like 50, $60. No, it was over like 60 something dollars. It was like $60 and shit. But it wasn't even about the money. It was just like, yo, like you playing with me. Cause I'm the type of dude, like, if you come to me on some like humbug, like, yo, like, what's up, brother? Like, hey, I've been coming to you for a while, but I'm probably not gonna be able to come. Or I'm gonna probably have to go find another barber, somebody to charge a little bit less because I'm kind of tight right now,
Right.
or I just lost my job and you know what I'm saying? Like we kind of like only doing necessities right now, so I ain't gonna be able to. I was like, bro, don't even trip, bro. Like, if you could pay like 15, let's just say $15, bro. Can you afford $15? He'd be like, yeah, I can afford that. I'd be like, all right, well, just give me the $15 until you get on your feet, and then we'll go back to the regular price. Like, I'll be on some like, cause we human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all go through shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody's life ain't peachy, cause mine ain't always peachy. But like, if I could help you and you being real with me, it's like I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, man.
But a lot of people, you always get a few people that try to like play around and do some goofy shit, like the one dude with the chargeback stuff.
Damn. Now, change of the guard,
Yeah.
cause I'm smiling now. This is when I'm like it was a proud moment. I seen the picture with Sean Livingston,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know you're gonna be humble about it, You feel what
No,
I'm
I ain't
saying?
gonna be home. No, I ain't gonna be home. No.
Because
I'm gonna tell it as it is. Like,
okay,
go ahead.
I'm like, wait a minute. Cause I noticed his, Sean got a head on him. Like, Sean Livingston head when you see it. And
Nah,
I'm
facts.
like, I know they know. And then, you got the picture in the video. I'm like, this nigga doing Sean Livingston hair, man. Like, when did the celebrity started calling?
That was the first one.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, like Sean Livingston was the first one, bro. Like, I couldn't believe that shit myself at that time. Cause I'm trying to think. I think Sean Livingston's girlfriend or wife at the time. I'm not sure if that's the same person he's with today or nothing, like, but like at the time his girlfriend or wife knew one of my homegirls. She was like a chef out here, and I guess she had mentioned to him like
Oh.
that Sean Livingston was in need of a barber, a Vegas barber or whatever. And she like, oh well, my friend Butter, he cuts hair and he's real good and da 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 da. So I guess the girl like told her man, which is Sean Livingston, like, yo, my friend knows somebody who's pretty good. Would you like to get a cut by him? And he was like, yeah. So I just remember him like, I don't know if it was Sean that was texting me or the girl, but either one of them was texting me. They told me to come to this meet them at the house
Mm,
over there behind Suncoast Casino. They had like a house
okay.
back there at one point. And shit, I knocked on the door and Sean Livingston opened the door and
Oh
I was like,
man.
what? I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, nobody's gonna believe
Yeah.
this. So I had got like a little like at the end of the cut, I had got like a little probably like a little 8 to 9 second video of me just like walking past him and showing his hair cut
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
But
Man.
but then too, like keep it if I'm keeping it 100, I'll be looking at the because I see the old videos sometimes and I'll be looking at the cut I gave him. I gave him some bullshit. Like
Don't say.
but it wasn't it was like but it was because I was so nervous. And it wasn't because like it wasn't a bad cut for
I
real,
was just
for
about to
real.
say it wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't no bad cut. But to where I'm at now, when I look at that
Right.
cut, I be like, damn.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I could
Okay.
have sauced that a little bit better. But at the time, it was a cool cut. He gave me the money or whatever, and shit. After that, it was like that's where I probably got a lot of my momentum from too in Vegas. Because after that, after I cut Sean Livingston, like people was noticing before Sean Livingston, but Sean Livingston was like the moment where it was like it got real for everybody. Like, okay, no, he's arrived, kind of thing.
Hell yeah, man. I was sitting there like, hey, yo. I'm showing people. I'm like, yo,
Nah,
this my barber. I
nah,
ain't had a cut
for
from
real.
you in a minute, but I'm still like, yo, this my barber right here. I was so proud. Like, that shit was hard to see that, man. And then, of
Yeah,
course,
nah.
we see more and more and more. Like, I remember seeing, um, man, correct me if I'm wrong. It was a baseball player, right?
Oh yeah, Dexter Fowler.
Dexter. Yeah. I was like, oh, it's up. Like, it ain't just a one time thing. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't no one hit run. It wasn't no one hit
man.
wonder thing. Like I could run the list off. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Hey,
lot of
yeah,
people at
that's
this
why I said
point.
in the intro, I said I'm just naming a few because I'm pretty sure it's a lot more that I
Yeah,
don't that
like
I man.
probably like the probably the most well known ones that I've did. I did Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
did Steven Jackson. He on the All the Smoke podcast with
All the
Matt
smoke.
Barnes.
Shout out.
Penny Hardaway. That was one of my
Man.
biggest ones to me. I got a chance to cut Keith Sweat.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
Yeah, OG Anobi, who the guy who just did won the little, he tipped it at the with like a second left at the for the finals.
What's the game was that? That was what, game
That
five?
was the yeah, I think that was game five.
No,
They
no,
won
no.
in
They
no,
won
they
it
won
in
that was game four.
game four. Yeah.
Yeah, he won that with the tip in or whatever. So I've been cutting him for years. I've been cutting him since he was in
In
Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah.
When Geno Smith was the Raiders quarterback, I was cutting him out here.
Yep.
Who else,
I ain't
man?
know if I
So
wanted to bring up Geno Smith in the intro because of the bullshit going on with homie. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
yeah, nah, I
You
ain't gonna
feel me?
lie. Like he was kind of he probably was one of the most awkward and quiet athletes that I cut, but
Okay.
he wasn't no bad guy. He was just kind of awkward and like just socially awkward.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that Sean Livingston started it all for real.
Man.
Got the Bow Wow joint.
You, look, you can say what you want, man, about, because, we live in a time of what have you done for me lately type thing.
Yeah.
Let's not forget who the fuck Bow Wow was, bro.
No, for sure.
You
Bow
feel
a
me?
legend.
Man, let's not forget that. When I saw
I was
that
just
video, I was like, this nigga cut Bow Wow. Let's fucking, and then he stamped you like when I landed in Vegas. I was like, look
yeah.
at this nigga
Nah, he showed love for real. That was a surreal moment because I was telling my girl and like my parents when I had talked to my parents, I was like, it's crazy. I'm like, it's crazy how life goes because it was like one day I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little kid. I'm watching 106 in Park at Bow Wow #1.
You feel what I'm
And then I'm
saying?
like, you get older now. I'm cutting his hair.
Man, come
I was
on,
like, damn,
man.
that's crazy.
That shit is wild. So
Yeah.
we don't want to harp on I cut celebrities' hair because let's not act like that's nothing the floss, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta big that up.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember seeing um because even though I ain't been living in Vegas since what 2019,
Hmm.
you feel what I'm saying? I still like I still look, I still go and look because I gotta say this. Like the reason I wanted to start interviewing people that I feel are dope. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna interview you, man, you you are I look up to you. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
you were one of the ones immediately. I'm like, man, if I can get Butta on the podcast, man, I'm good because it wasn't just how dope of a barber you is. Like I said, like you doing things. I saw you in the cryptocurrency world. Like, how did that start? You know what I'm saying? And how did you get good at it?
Shit, through barbering, honestly. So, I remember I was cutting this one guy's hair. His name was James, and he had came to get a haircut, but he had somebody with him or whatever, and he was like talking to his homie as I was cutting his hair, like, man, we gotta go to the Bitcoin machine. And at the time, I'm like, this like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's a Bitcoin machine? I'm like, what the hell is that? And he was just like, oh, like he was like a scammer. So he was on some like, yo, he was like, I paid the dude that I guess it was a dude on the dark web. He would get people credit card information, and he'll give it to you so you can run it up or do whatever you do with it.
Right.
But you would have to pay him in Bitcoin for him to give you the credit card numbers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what made me like. I'm like, so it's like money, like, and he was like, well, yeah, it's like money, but da da da. Da. And I'm just like, all right. So he sparked it. He put the Bitcoin word in my like brain. So after that, I would just YouTube it and just like learn about it and just watch it, and I would see it fluctuate. The prices fluctuated. I would see the people that was talking good about it. I would see the people that was talking bad about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like reading about it and just becoming a little more educated. Because at first, it to me it was kind of dope. It was just like, so I'm like, where did this even come from? Like, who came up with this idea? Who created it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to
Right.
have all these like curiosity questions and shit. And shit, I would just do my homework. I would just watch YouTube, and then I just because Bitcoin is actually like it's an answer for a lot of the problems that we face today, like our purchasing power getting stolen from us,
Mm.
or you know what I'm saying, or us losing our purchasing power. We kind of need to find like hard money, like which is like gold or Bitcoin, to like store our money in, so we can maintain our purchasing power and still, because like a lot of the during life you start noticing it's like, damn, it seems like I'm working harder, but I'm not getting
Yeah.
nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you start feeling like, damn, like I remember one time, like when I was probably like 16, if somebody would have told me like, yo, when you was 16 years old back in 2003, I'm gonna tell you now, when you get to 2026, you're gonna be making $80,000 a year, or you'll be making $100,000 a year, or you'll be making $120,000. I would have been like, damn, I'm gonna be rich. You know what I'm saying? Back then,
Back then.
but now you like, man, you making 80,000, 100,000, you shit, you barely could get a 2 bedroom apartment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like our purchasing power keep getting stolen from us. Like the value of the dollar keeps decreasing over time because they continuously print it. So you
Mm.
got to find like hard money or assets to like hold your purchasing power or to grow your purchasing power. Because if you leave it in U.S. dollars, it's they're gonna wash it away basically to the point where it's like it's worthless.
Wow.
You're gonna be spending $100 on a $100 bill on a loaf of bread and only get like $4 back eventually.
Right.
The way that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
Damn.
you gotta learn how to educate yourself in these finance situations. So that's why a lot of people never retire. You know what I'm saying? Because they never get financially educated. Like, thank God for YouTube and people and like financial podcasts and stuff. Like, for like people like me who don't mind doing the deep dive on the information, but we just didn't have no information to do no deep dive on. It was like either you knew about it or your parents knew about it, or you just was never gonna know.
Wow, man. See, and you speaking to one of the ones who need to hear that, right? Because not that I trust the US dollar or anything, but because I'm not so versed in the cryptocurrency world and things of that
Uh huh.
nature, you know, you get skeptical. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, I don't know about this.
But you should be though. Skeptical. That's being skeptical is a good thing. But because a lot of those joints are scams. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like a lot of the cryptocurrencies are scams. The only ones that I would personally say that aren't scams and I can verify is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Outside of those two, I wouldn't really play with it turned into investing to gambling when you go past Ethereum.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You basically like on some like slot machine shit.
Damn.
I'm not saying you can't make money or you can't grow your money in those things, but it's more risk. You know what I'm saying? In those different cryptocurrencies than it is in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like the Walmart or the McDonald's of like
Okay.
cryptocurrency. It's the, you know what I'm saying, the alpha out of the bunch.
Right. It's a for sure thing. You know what you're gonna get when you go to Walmart.
Right.
Okay. I
Now
got you.
you can't be for sure on what the price is going to be because as we know Bitcoin is volatile. So
Yeah.
right now it could be 60,000. It could be a week from now and it'll be 82,000. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so it's just a buy and hold over time thing. And over time I've done very well. Like, when I started purchasing Bitcoin, um when I bought, well, I don't really want to count that. But like, all right, so like in 2017, I had bought two Bitcoins when they was at like $5,000 each. But then when they went to 20,000, I did sell it. You know what I'm saying? But then
Mm,
because I still didn't know exactly what I had, so I made money, I profited off of it, but I wasn't fully understanding what Bitcoin is. Now I still have some Bitcoin. Well, I bought back into Bitcoin and I have some in cold storage, and I wouldn't sell it. Like I won't sell it no time soon. Like
okay.
I believe in Bitcoin, so I believe that's like the better savings account opposed to me leaving my money in the bank and just letting the government continue to print money and devalue my money. Like I rather put it in a hard money like gold or Bitcoin, or put
Right.
it in an asset like I might buy some shares of Tesla or Microsoft or VOO or just something like that to put my money in so it can grow and my purchasing power can grow and I can live a better quality life opposed to just leaving it in the bank and just letting them, like I said, devalue the
Oh,
US dollar.
so when you said that, right, a better valuable
Well,
life,
yeah.
right? Once again, I'm like, hey, this dude is in Greece. Do that come
Yeah.
from the investing side or the craft side? You know what I'm saying? That allowed you to, or is it both
Uh,
put
at that
together?
when I went back, what was that, 20, that was like 2018, 19 when I was
Hmm.
doing all that. A little bit of both, honestly, but it was just barbering. It wasn't no crazy bread or nothing like that. Honestly, like um this was 20, I think the first place that I went was Paris, and that was 2018. And I think my flight at that time was probably like $600-700.
Oh,
And I ain't gonna lie, the what inspired me to go to Paris at the time was like I remember being on Instagram and I saw Odell Beckham out in Paris, and I was just like, this is like when he was with the Knicks with the gold mohawk. I mean, not the Knicks,
oh, the
the
giant.
Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still had the gold mohawk and everything, and he was in Paris, and I was just like, damn, I wonder how much it costs to get to Paris. And I seen the flight was like $600-700. I was like, oh, I'm going. So
Oh,
I
that
was like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. At the time, that was, that's not a cheap flight, but it wasn't nothing out of reach. Like it wasn't something like, I don't got no kids and nothing like that.
right.
So, but
I,
yeah, that was just inspiration just from people I saw on Instagram. But yeah, that was just money from like barbering for real. That wasn't no crazy.
okay, but look, that's
Yeah,
what I.
I just wanted to do. I think I was just brave enough to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people they'll travel, but they might go to like Miami, or I was
Yeah,
thinking a little broader. I was like, shit, I wonder what Europe like.
because that I saw that, I'm like, oh man, because I'm gonna be real. I'm sorry to say this, man, but
Yeah.
the course of my life, I've had barbers and everything, but and I know with social media, you're allowed to see more into a person's life because we want everybody to see the hard work we put in and where it takes us.
Mhm.
But hey man, I ain't never seen any of my barbers traveling like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, like it's up because I remember when the price went up, and I was one of the only ones who wasn't complaining. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When your price went up, and I was like, yeah, like it should have been this.
Nah, for real. There was a few other people that wasn't complaining, but yeah, the majority of people, people do that
Yeah,
though. Like, it's not personal. Like, you could tell them like, yo, I'm raising my cut to 45 cents. They gonna be like, God damn, dog, like 45 cents. Like, I don't know, bro. I might gotta go somewhere else. Like, you can like, bro, 2 quarters. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's just how people are. It don't be personal. They just be being people.
okay.
But yeah, like far as like the barbers and traveling and stuff, I feel like that's just more like a mindset thing. It's other barbers out here that do well and get good money and are able to do those things. They just don't think like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they might think like I'm gonna go to Houston.
See what I mean? The mindset is just different.
Yeah.
Then school, man, college.
Oh yeah.
Congrats, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
So, what made you say, all right, let me further my education?
Because like, all right, so after college I had went to a community college, a junior college to play basketball or whatever.
Hmm.
And while I was up there playing basketball, I never finished getting my associate's degree. And I wasn't even far from accomplishing that. I think at the time I was probably like maybe like 3, 4 classes away from like getting my paperwork or whatever. And I just never finished it. But at the time, I was just like, man, I'm tired of being broke. I was like, this school shit taking too long. I was like, let me just get a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah,
how my mindset was then. But as I got older, like I had, you know what I'm saying, enough money to take care of myself and do the things I wanted to do. But I was like, I still don't got my paperwork from like me going to college. And I was like, that it kind of bothered me a little bit. Like it was like something that I left unfinished and I didn't want to like just leave that unfinished, especially being so close. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's like basically like dropping out in 11th grade. That's how
right.
I felt.
Okay,
Like, man, you was right there. Like, so I've been taking a class or two a semester, just, you know what I'm saying, walking it down, but I'm still working a lot. So it's kind of hard to like, I probably could do everything in probably like a semester or two, but I got to spread it out just because I still got everyday life. I got a girl, I got, uh, a career. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's different things that I got going on. So,
Okay.
I,
And what is it? Communications
business. It's actually business administration.
business administration. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
That
Right at
look.
CSN.
So now,
Hmm.
where you are in your career, in your business venture, what's the most satisfying thing?
The most satisfying thing, but just in my life.
Yeah, and with your career, like the most satisfying thing when you look
Um,
back from everything, you just like, man.
man, just me taking a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's no way to predict that my life was gonna go the way it went, or like you that I would do the things that you've seen me do or whatever.
Hmm.
But the taking a chance is the most like satisfying thing. Cause I could have went through my whole life and just been like, what if, what if, what if?
True.
You know what I'm saying? And that would low key like ate me up on the inside. It would have made me feel like a coward a little bit. Just me personally, like that. It might not bother other people, but for me, that's probably the most satisfying thing. Just that I took the chance. Like, cause it's barbers out here that's cold. Like they cold barbers, like
Hmm.
good lineups, good tapers, good fades, all that, and they'll never ever cut one celebrity or one athlete that's in the NBA or none of that. Like
Right.
it just won't work out like that. But that don't speak to their talent or their gift or anything. But it's just like
The
shit,
mindset.
everybody don't get to do that.
Yes, sir. Now,
Yeah.
I wanna ask this question, man.
Hmm.
What happened with the Washington Wizards?
With the what?
The Washington Wizards.
Oh, oh yeah. So all right, well this was last year. This was yeah. It's almost shit. It's almost a year anniversary since that. But they came out here last year for the summer league or whatever, and I had somebody reach out to me that worked with the Wizards, and he was just trying to like get a barber to come cut the player's hair or whatever. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I can do that. I was like, that's actually my off day that he wanted me to come and cut the player. So I was like, I can do that. But I was like, my price for hotel calls was like a literally like a generous 160.
Hmm.
I wasn't even charging no crazy number. It wasn't like I was charging like, yo, every nigga gotta give me 400 a cut. Like
Yeah,
like 150, 160 to the strip. Like that's regular. Like anybody that come in from out of town is gonna pay that.
they're gonna pay that.
Unless they go to the barbershop because we're coming to them. Like I'm
Exactly.
packing my clippers, I'm driving through traffic, I got parking in the
Gas
garage, the
money.
hotel garage that's $25, $30 and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, I'm coming to you, I'm servicing you. So like you have to pay for that. Like that's just how life works. Like you gotta pay extra for Amazon packages and stuff.
Yep.
Like so he was like 160. He was like okay, because he was like we kind of got a budget, and he was like we can do like $85. I'm like $85. I'm like bro, I'm like people come to me and pay that. Like I was like why would, and I'm like hey, y'all NBA players, so I'm like why would I do that? I was like, and they were staying at the Four Seasons, so it wasn't even like they didn't have the money.
Right.
And as we know, the Washington Wizards is like you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Like they're an NBA team. They actually just got the number one pick. So
Come
it's
on.
like,
Like we know you got the money.
yeah, y'all can afford to pay Trey Young 200 million, but you ain't got $160. Like, so I was just like, I just stood on business. I'm like, well, I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of low. I was like, I ain't really about to get up on my day off to go do that. I was like, I could just wait to go to work tomorrow. So I just told him like I appreciate the offer. I was like I wasn't rude or nothing like that. I was like I
Right.
appreciate the offer. Like I appreciate you reaching out and everything. But I was like I'm not gonna be the guy for you. Like I can't come to the Four Seasons on my day off, cut NBA players and get half of what I'm asking for.
Right. That right
So
there. Go ahead, my bad, my bad, my bad.
nah, that shit, that was it. Like I was just like I'm not taking half of what I'm asking for. That's crazy. Like you basically making it seem like I'm desperate. Like I'm not.
And that's what I wanted to get to. A professional basketball team, not a player of the team, a representative of the team came to you and was like, hey man, can you hook our people up while we in town?
Yeah.
Bruh, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, it is and it's not. It's not and it is, but like, cause I mean, we know the summer league come to Vegas every year, so
They do every
like,
single year. How
and
many
then I've
people is
been
getting that call though?
not a small percentage.
You
I ain't
see
gonna
what
lie.
I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a small percentage of barbers that's probably getting that call. It's not a lot.
And standing on your value is the most honorable part of this situation. That's why I had to ask about it because it was like, nah, man. Like I understand you a professional basketball team, but I ain't thirsty. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like I'm this is really what I do, and you're not gonna shortchange me. You know what I'm
right.
saying? because I know a lot of, and I don't care how I say this. I know a lot of low level motherfuckers that be like, man, shit, I'll take the 85. It's an opportunity. Nah,
But look,
nigga.
the crazy thing is too, when I passed up on it, he low key respected it, and he was he was like, you know what? He was like, we can negotiate a little bit higher. Like we can find a common ground. And at that point, I ain't gonna lie, I was already kind of like annoyed.
hmm
So I was just like, nah, I'm cool. I was like, you could just, I was like, it's nothing to negotiate, bro. I told you my price. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. If you can negotiate, if you can meet me at my price that I gave you, then I could be at the Four Seasons in like 20 minutes.
Right.
But if we not doing that, I mean, but I don't get me. I'm not gonna sit here in front though. Like I was conflicted a little bit because I'm like, it don't matter if because I think the only player that he said I would cut that had some kind of like notoriety was like Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton was like the shooting
Yeah.
guard for the Bucks when
And
Giannis
when
won.
they won, yeah.
Yeah, so like he was like, yeah, Chris Middleton will need a cut. This person will need a cut, but they weren't people that I felt like would help my business. Cause now, like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Now, if he was to call me this year, right, the Wizards, and he like, look, we got Anthony Davis, we got Trey Young, and we got AJ DeMonta. They all need cuts. He was like, but I'm only gonna give you $40 for them cuts. I'd have been like, bet I'm taking them. But the reason I would have took it is because I could have used those for marketing to
There
make
you
money
go.
later.
There you go.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So it
sir.
was like I like the people he was naming before, I was like, those aren't people that I can really use to make money later. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like that don't help my barber credentials, like me cutting uh a third rounder. Like
Look,
they ain't even know three
look,
rounds in basketball. But you get what I'm saying? Like I'm basically cutting somebody that don't nobody know. Like that's
look,
not
they
really
so
helping me.
far down, we can't even name them.
Exactly. Exactly. Like he like the sixth man on the University of Nevada, and you know what I'm saying, he getting a shot at the league, so he on the team, but it's like I don't really know him though. Like he's not like no elite person, basketball player.
Right.
But yeah, like if it would have made sense, if I could have made it make sense business wise, because it wasn't like emotional, it was just like, bro, if you're not gonna give me no names that I can market and help my own brand and my own business, then it's like I gotta charge you regular price. Like if you giving me some names that can help my brand in the future, then we can negotiate a better price. Like it
Yeah.
has to be beneficial for both of us.
And with speaking about the brand, right?
Hmm.
What is your brand? Like is it the name Butta?
Shit, I feel like my brand is just me.
Just
Like
you.
like you know what I'm saying. Like
I love
it's
that.
the work. It's the work that I put out. Like that. The work that I put out is my brand.
I love that. I love that. Because my next question is, what is the main component to building it? And I'm pretty sure it's something that everybody can grasp to.
You said the main component to building what?
Building your brand.
Shit. I would say authenticity. Just being authentic.
Okay.
Uh, also, yeah, shit. If I had to put one thing on, I'd say being authentic. Like,
Okay.
cause nobody gonna be able to cut like you, jump like you, shoot like you, like whatever you good at, cook like you, or you know what I'm saying. So you gotta use that to your advantage and try. And the best thing, and that also helps you stick out and get people attention when you be, yourself, because nobody else is like you.
Right. I love that, man. And I hope, boy, I know y'all heard that. All right, so look, we're gonna get into these questions, man. And look, quick, little before we get up out of here.
For sure.
What are your top 3 cutting styles? Like the most that I know is fades, tapers, and things of that nature. What are your top 3
That I enjoy cutting, or that I have to cut?
that you know works every time?
Oh, like I would say like a ball, like somebody just want a line in the tape, like they just want to tape the sides, tape the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. That's a layup. Um, I like cutting people with full beards, like full beards. Like I feel like I do well at beards because I have one. So I enjoy cutting people that got like wavy hair and they'll get like they got a beard as well.
Okay.
And see, surprisingly, I like cutting afros. Like I like cutting people who got long hair. Like so,
Hey,
I would say those.
I'm glad you said that because crisp, I seen a crispy ass afro, man, and I'm like, hey, yo, like this dude can walk on the Soul Train set right now and make it to the line. You feel what I'm saying? It was that clean, man.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I just I like sculpting them, like shaping them basically. But
Okay.
it's not easy to like cut long afros like that. Like they be kind of tricky. You gotta have every part of the head picked out. You gotta make sure it's all even,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it's all round, all symmetrical and stuff. So it's like it's a real it don't look detailed, but it's very detail oriented.
All right. Um. Now you hoop. You know what I'm saying? You got a hoop game to you.
Yeah.
Um. Being that now that the season is over, finals is over, things of that nature, right?
hmm
Um. Describe your favorite player. Your top three favorite players, active, not of all time. We're gonna go with active players now, and then describe them in a haircut style.
In the haircut style.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Like in a haircut style?
Okay,
Just so I
so
make sure.
I'm gonna just throw something out there. Like, ain't one of my favorite players, but I'm just gonna throw the name out.
hmm
Donovan Mitchell. Okay, let's say
hmm
no James Harden. Let's go James Harden, and then you'll describe James Harden as a
A
taper.
haircut.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. Okay, let's see. It's in my top three. Let me think. All right, I'm gonna go Ant-Man. I'm gonna say Ant-Man.
oh, he's dope.
Ant-Man, low key, I would say he is the haircut that he has, like the little short curly fro with the bald taper on the side.
Okay,
I would say that's him. Uh, who else?
can you explain that? Like, why would you say he's that haircut? Like,
Because it's like it's a mixture between like a pretty boy and a like somebody who is a little rougher around the edges. Because
mm,
it's like you'll still have the sharp hairline and a clean taper to give you like the real clean like pretty boy aesthetics, but you still be using the sponge like on some like trying to
right.
curl it up and give it some texture or whatever. And I feel like Ant he's a good player for like he plays like finesse basketball, like he's smooth, he can
Mm-hmm.
play that, but then he can also dunk on you. So it's like
Right. Oh, that's perfect.
yeah, so that's
Yeah.
who I would say for that. And I would say Shea Gildress
Okay.
Alexander. For Shea, I would say Shea is some waves. He's real like smooth. And he plays like the basketball that I grew up on. He's not like he doesn't shoot hella threes. Like
Mm-hmm.
he'll still hit some mid range jumpers. Like he's like the true essence. Like his game is like the essence of basketball. So I would say like waves, short hair would be like the essence of a good haircut.
Okay.
Like
I dig that.
uh, and I would say for number three, I'm gonna put Jokic. I like Jokic.
Okay.
But Jokic, I would say Jokic would be like a fro. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger than everybody, but and he stands out. Um, but you can also do a lot of things with an afro. You can wear twists, you can wear cornrows, you can wear a
Right.
ponytail. And I feel like that's Jokic's game. Sometimes he'll score 40 on you. Sometimes he'll give you 20 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he'll have like 12 assists. Like he can kind of like adjust his game just like an afro can be adjusted.
Okay. Now that right there is fire.
Yeah.
All right. So we get into this segment, man, of the show, man. It's called Stain on My White Tee.
Uh-huh.
And basically what that is let's say you got a fresh new white tee that's gonna go with the fit you got, and then you fuck around and get a stain on that thing, and that thing just fucks up your night, your day, and in that moment you're a little frustrated. What is a stain on your white tee? Like something that just aggravates you as if you just stained up your crisp white tee.
Okay, let's say like something that happened in the past, or like something that that happens on a that might
Yeah,
happen on a
on
day
some
to
daily
day.
shit. Like you see it and you like, God damn it, this shit is annoying as fuck.
Shit on a barber tip, like dropping your clippers and cause like when sometimes when you drop your most of the time when you drop your outliners, your cordless outliners,
Hmm.
like it might chip a tooth on the side or whatever, or the blade, and it'll start cutting the kind of real jagged, and it'll like
Mm,
it'll throw the whole haircut off, bro. Like it's kind of like it's very annoying, and like the only way to fix it is either to get a new blade or get a new blade. You gotta basically get a new blade and have somebody put it on, or you put it on and just start all over again. Cause like some blades that we got, barbers have on our clippers, like once we get them set properly, like they cut exactly how we like to cut. So we can cut kind of fast, we can cut smooth. You know how the clippers is working, and they staying cool or just sharp. So it's like once you drop your clippers, like all of that kind of gets messed up. It gets out of line. It basically jumps out of line.
yeah, man. Now, have you ever? I mean, well, you said it happened, but when that happens, what do you do, um, to finish the cut? You know what I'm saying? Do you
Well,
have spares or do you make it
yeah,
work
I was
with
about to
what you
say
got?
I got a couple spares. Like you
Okay,
got to, that's mandatory. You gotta have like at least two other, yeah, like two, at least one, minimum one. But you better off having like two clippers that you can switch to at any time, and
okay,
it's gonna give you the same result.
okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Stay prepared, man. I love that.
for sure, for sure.
All right, man. Look, last little segment we do here, we call it the IC drive by. Right? We just throw off a bunch of different things and get your aspect and your thoughts on it.
Uh,
Tina Ball divorcing LeVar.
yeah,
I can tell you what I think. I don't know the ins and outs, so I like to
mm,
keep shit surface level just to have fun with it.
right.
She out of pocket, man.
Yeah,
She out of pocket,
I
man.
I mean I don't like it though. I don't I ain't gonna blame her though, but like she did 30 years, so I'm gonna give her that. Like 30 years is a long time, but like for her to like after 30 years take a leap of faith and leave the relationship, like I feel like they had already grown apart. Like it was probably something that they kind of ignored for a while, and it
Okay.
got to a point where she probably couldn't ignore it no more. And like LeVar, he kind of like he got a unique personality. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's great for entertainment, but it might be bad for a relationship. So she probably, you know what I'm saying? She might be a person that kind of prefers privacy or prefers not to be known or seen or whatever. Like, and LeVar, he kind of like the opposite of that. So,
Well, I'll say this: as loud and as big of a brand he call itself, we still really never seen her. Like we only seen most of her when it came to the show, or even whenever she was going through what she was going through. But
mhm.
she played the background. You know what I'm saying? We rarely did see her. But I'm just saying, like, on some nigga shit, like he nursed you back. That nigga lose a leg and you out.
Yeah, yeah, when you look at it from that perspective, like, yeah, it look crazy. I can't even I can't even lie for her. Like, but I would like to hope it was something other than that. Like if she leaving off that note tip, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I want to keep it surface level because I don't know. It could be something deep. But
Yeah.
I ain't want to go there. I'm like I said, I was thinking like a nigga on that. When I saw that, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. How you gonna leave this dude, bruh?
Yeah, that
Either
I didn't like it. Just not even because it's LeVar Ball, just anybody that,
anybody.
divorced after 30 years. It's kind of like,
Yeah,
damn.
exactly. All right. Now I seen this and I couldn't wait. I mean, I couldn't wait to get your perspective on it.
Hmm.
Philly Boots put boot the ass to Xander, man. Well, I ain't even gonna
Yeah.
say that. It was a good ass fight for what we've always seen from Boots. Boots just go in there and beat the brakes off of people. And I want to
Yeah, no.
give props to Xander for even stepping in the ring with him. But his style ain't calculated. You know, Xander's style is he just gonna come at you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But he lasted as long as he could with Boots, man. But why people running from your boy, man?
Yeah, he the truth.
That
Like,
is crazy. I remember Bud ran from him. We can say what we want. He ran from it. Arrow
mhm.
ran from it and went straight to Bud and got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
I mean, shit. I think them boxers they know what they doing. They know when they accepting fights that they don't look good or
Mm-hmm.
they got a good chance. Like, I think people just being smart right now, and I don't think they want to mess with Boot.
Yeah, they don't. Cause I was talking to somebody and they was like, I mean, man, who did he fight though? Boots ain't even fought nobody. Like the niggas who he want to fight is ducking. What are we talking about?
Yeah,
He can't even prove himself if they always running. So
no facts.
anybody who step in the ring, man, like, hey, man, you brave. You know what I'm saying? And we need you to jump in that ring with that dude so he can continue to show everybody, man. Like, have you followed his career? Are you one of those like is
I'm not an
Philly over
avid watch.
everything?
Like, I don't watch every fight, but I watch some of his rings. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't say like I'm a fan, but I'm well aware.
Okay, got you. All right. Last thing. If you could teach yourself something when you was, let's say, 10,
Hmm.
and I know you said it earlier about financial literacy, but as far as like life experience, real life, what would you teach that 10-year-old?
Uh, I would try to tell him or teach him about like just learning how to use your emotions and not let them use you, like, kind of thing. Cause like I feel like a lot of times in my life when I look back, I was very emotional about things that I probably shouldn't have been emotional about.
Okay.
And then there's other times that there was things happening and I should have been more emotional and I was just real like, you know what I'm saying, like real black and white with it. But
Mm,
just but that comes, I think I learned over time how to like, or I'm still learning how to pick the right one, basically. Like sometimes you could be nonchalant and it's not like gonna have any long term effect or you know what I'm saying, or hurt anybody or whatever. But there's other times that it's cool or okay to show your emotions and just, be a human being because we all have emotions and whatnot. But
right.
I think we got into the mindset of like always trying to look cool and unbothered, and you know what I'm saying? So I would just tell him to be him, be transparent, to be real, like be authentic, like ask yourself questions, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, why do I feel like this? How long have I been feeling like just real questions, like, and I would just tell him to follow his heart. I mean, he pretty much did do that, but I would definitely reinforce that if I was talking to a 10-year
Okay.
old version of myself.
Because if you did, do you think he'd be a millionaire right now?
Uh, a millionaire.
Like,
I don't know if I'd have been a millionaire, but I think I would be further along than where I'm at now for sure. Like,
no,
I
what
don't
I
I don't
mean
know.
is
Like, I
he
I
learned
probably
he learned what you just taught him at 10, and by the time he's your age now, would he be a millionaire?
He would be rich in spirit. Like he would be rich in
Mm,
life. Like he would be rich like in a whole different way. It would. I don't think that like that game or advice I just gave my younger self, that wasn't really like a financial advice thing. Like I could definitely say like, oh shit, like invest in Bitcoin when it was 2000 and 2009. You know what I'm saying? When it was 3 cents. Like that was more just like a about the person and the well-being of a person and just growing internally. Like that was more on that type time.
okay. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why I wanted somebody as dope as him on this podcast. Because I don't know if y'all heard, he wasn't speaking financial and materialistic things. It was about
You know.
self. It was about self growth. It was about knowing how to value your emotions, knowing how to be human and authentic. This is why I want dope people like him on this podcast, because you're gonna learn a lot from these people, man. I'm telling you. And I
Yeah, no,
am.
that material stuff, that stuff don't really.
No,
Don't get me wrong. I tried it and flirted with it a little bit, but it don't. It's not like the answer to anything. Honestly, it's just a cherry on top. It's not like the whole cake.
it's
So
not. It is not at
I would
all.
definitely tell somebody to focus more on themselves and internally and just their environment before I tell them to focus on like a watch or a car or some clothes or some shit like that. Like that's
Right.
not important.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I want to thank you so much for stopping by, man.
No
This was
problem.
fun as hell. This was a big time learning experience. And on top of everything, man, it was everything we wanted to be, perspective. That's what this podcast is based on, man. Different perspectives on life and ideas and different ways of living your life, man. And I know I learned a lot, so I know the listeners learned a lot. And anything you want to put out there, want everybody to know about what you got going on, man, this your moment, man. Shine for them.
Uh, shit. Just if you in Vegas, tap in with me. Come
Yes,
check me
sir.
out. Come to. I think you like it. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna try my best to make sure you like it. You know what I'm
Yeah. Look, you're gonna like it. All right, I'm telling you that
saying?
right now.
No, that's always the goal. Make sure I, you know what I'm saying, please them first. Without them, it ain't no me. Like, don't nobody want no barber that can't cut. Like,
But you're not just a barber that can cut, you're a barber that give a fuck.
yeah, that too. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? Because a lot of people don't. And for real, honestly, that's the biggest difference in people, other barbers' haircuts. Like some people just actually care. Like, they really just like it's an art to them. Like, it
Yep.
ain't about money. Like every time you focus on like materialism or money, it typically don't work out. Like you gotta kind of gotta do that shit for yourself or from your heart, and then that should always turn into what you thought it couldn't turn into. But like a lot of people they look at haircuts like they selling weed. Like they just like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got that shit off. So like yeah,
Look, man, that's why nobody else touched my hair, because I used to get up from a barber chair. I would look good, but I wouldn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a difference. And whenever I would leave your barber, man, when I leave your barber chair, I'm like, yeah, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, I know
yeah,
bullshit is like, I'm not saying this because you on here, man. I really meant that. Like, yeah, I
no,
feel good now. You know what I'm saying? My smile different when I look at females after I get a cut.
nah, for sure.
But man, this been another episode, man. Once again, man, thank you so much for stopping by, man. Hey, if
Thank
y'all
you.
in Vegas, please tap into Butta. I know the next time I come out there, I'm pulling up on you. And
Yeah, for
I
sure.
gotta get a cool lineup, man, because I ain't never cut my hair. But
Yeah, and tell they can follow me on Facebook, Butter Elliott, you know what I'm saying?
there we
Or they can
go.
go to Instagram and follow me and check me out. Check my cuts out on Shore Money, ShoreMoney, number 7.
Yeah, y'all got it. And go see what we've been talking about. I'm telling you, you will be impressed.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
all right, man. It's all love, and y'all already know how we do it, man. We out.
Yeah.
This is incorrectly correct. Where perspective changes everything.